What's up, penny boys and gals? It's your boy, What the Duck here, and it's Thursday, which means it's time for a basic trading tools class, which means we're going to be going over some of the trading tools that you can use, be it Webull, Robinhood, TradingView, it could be Yahoo Finance, whatever it may be, we're going to go over it. But today, we're going to be going over Webull, but more specifically, we're going to be going over the Webull mobile app version. But first, let's take a look at some of our premium alerts that went off today. We have DGLI, which is alerted at 290s. It went up for a 45% gain. MVIS, we got in the 130s. We got a nice 60% gain. TTOO was alerted at 120, and we got a 44% gain. APDN, we got at 750 for a 32% gain. And that was just at the time of me posting this. I think that a lot of them actually went up since then. And you can find all those premium alerts and those premium profits at discord.gg/btpenny. Or you can join us at our Facebook at facebook.com/groups/btpenny. So enough of the cheap plugs. It's time to get into the trading class. So when you first pull up your Webull, you're going to be able to see your watch list. And if you cannot see your watch list, just go to your bottom left of your page. You'll see the button for watch list next to markets and community. That's what we're going to be going over first. We'll also be going down the list. So watch list, as you can see, you'll start out with your positions. It'll show you your symbols here. So in this case, you have American Airlines, EVFM, CAN, and it'll show you the price. So in this case, 12.45, $2.99, and 186. It'll also show you during after hours and pre-market if it went up or down and by how much. And it'll show you a little line graph of how your stock went throughout the day, as you can see here. Now, if you click this button, all that will do is turn your screen sideways. So you can view it in that sideways mode or whatever they call it. I'm not very good at technology. Full screen, I think it's called. Anyway, yes, you can look at it full screen. You can look at it at the normal way. Very techy here. So as you can see, I'm currently looking at the price. Now, if I click any of these price buttons with my finger, since this is a mobile app, it'll change to change, which is the price change. As you can see, so this went down almost $1. This went down, it went down 7 cents. This went up 4 cents, as you can see. If you use your finger again to click any of these buttons or these prices, it'll now go to percent change, which is the percent that the price changed. In this case, it went up a percent change of 1.36. This went down a percent change of negative 3.63, and this one went down a percent change of 7.37. And really quickly, if you see this little blue icon next to any of your stocks, it means that there's news for your stock. So you can click that and see what the news is. Now, if you click it again, you'll now see the market cap. And all this button right here is if you click it, it can show you from highest to lowest or from lowest to highest. So it would just switch it around. It's not a big deal when you only have 3 stocks, but if you have a bunch of stocks, you want to see like which one is your highest price stock or your highest market cap or your highest percent change. You just click this guy right here and it will either do it from top to low or from low to high. And so this is your market cap. Now, market cap is a total value of all the company's shares of stock, or simply put, it's the amount of money needed to buy the company outright in one single transaction, which in this case would be a humongous transaction of $6.33 billion. In order to find the market cap, you multiply the price of the stock by its total number of outstanding shares. It is also somewhat incorrectly known as what a company is worth. Just because something is priced at a certain amount, for instance, this one is priced at $6.33 billion, that doesn't mean that's what it's technically worth. There's a difference between price and value. If I pay $20 for this crappy pen right here, it doesn't mean that the pen is actually worth $20. It means that I paid $20 for it. A company's worth or value is much, much more complicated than just looking at the market cap. You also have to look at the outstanding bonds, debt, interest payments, and long-term growth potential, among other factors. But we can get into all that in a future video. So, if you click this button right here, these 3 dots, a little screen will come down. It'll say simulated holdings and watch list settings. Your simulated holdings is your paper trading account per se. We'll go over paper trading in another class as well, because right now we're talking about trading with your hard-earned money, which you do not want to waste or trade sporadically with or trade in a risky factor. We're talking about real money here, but paper trading is definitely a good way to learn. And we will go over that and how that all works in another class. So you click these buttons, you can see the simulated holdings. You can also see your watch list settings. And I know it's a little hard to see, but you have your name or symbol, or you can have your symbol and then your name. All that is just how you want it to display. You can either have the name of the stock first and the symbol after, or the symbol first and the name after. It's really not that big of a deal. It's just your preference. So it can say, Apple and then the symbol for Apple, or it can say the symbol for Apple and then Apple, and vice versa. Over here, it's your price display. Once again, it's just really how you want to do it. One side, you can just have your little green line or red line on the left with your price change on the right, or you can just switch it up and have the price change on the left, the value on the left, and then the price change on the right. This one has the little line on it. That's pretty much the only difference, whereas this one does not. It kind of splits up 1, 2, 3 of your settings, whereas you can see them all together here, and then you have a little line next to it. It's really not a big deal though. It's just to display the price. And all this is just up to your personal preference, if how you want to look at it. It's really not a big deal. Up here you can have your green being your up and your red being your down. If you want to be confusing, you can have your red being your up and your green being your down. You can have gray for both. You can have yellow for down and green for up. It's once again not a big deal. Just like this, all kind of just personal preference. And you want to have it, refreshing real time. In theory, it's up to you though, but I like to do it real time. So once again, really quickly, this just changes the symbol and the name as far as what goes on top of the other. This one, you can choose to have a little green line, red line next to it. This one doesn't. And this chooses if you want to be really confusing and have yellow or gray, or have the red be up and green be down. And this is how you want to refresh, which usually you do real time. So we clicked these 3 buttons. Now we're going to click all the way on the left. There's going to be these 3 lines. And what will happen is this screen will pop up. And what this does is it shows your different watch lists. So you can add, right here, you can add a watch list. So right now I have my positions, which shows you all the positions you're in. I have my swing alerts. I have my own swing. So the swing alerts would be my premium alerts that I'm following, my swings that I'm following my own. I have the long alerts from Premium Discord. I have my own longs I'm following. I have some general stocks, just like a bunch of stocks that have been talked about and whatnot. And I have my secondary watch list. And on Sundays we'll be going over watch lists and all that, and how to set them, and what's recommended, and all the other good stuff. But this is how you can add to your watch list. You can also manage your watch list. So you can delete certain ones, you can add certain ones, and the whole 9 yards like that. It's all good stuff. You can also click this to move it up or move it down to change which one's on top of which other one. So you have your your swings first with your longs, and your alert ones on the bottom, and so on and so forth. All right, so that's these 3 lines before we click these 3 buttons, or little 3 dots. So now we're going to click this little magnifying glass. This is how you search for a stock. So you can just type in the symbol name or the name of the company here. Or you can click screeners, which is a fun little feature that Webull has. And it'll show you all these different screeners that you can create your own of. So you can press create new screener. And different options will come up. So you can see, you can select which region you want it to be in, which exchange, like which stock exchange you want it to be in. So for region, if you click region, you can see United States, Hong Kong, China, India, all the different types of regions. For exchange, you have the NASDAQ, you have the New York Stock Exchange, you have the American Stock Exchange. You can also click sector right here, right next to exchange. So if you click sector, this little icons will pop up for you. So you can click, your energy sector, your renewable energy sector, and this will select any of these different sectors for your screener. You also have market cap, which you can look for. You can select a specific price, a percent change, volume, turnover rate, or listing date. So for example, if you click market cap, you can choose to screen for different stocks within a certain market cap, like between 1.13 billion and 4.64 billion. If you press price, you'll be able to, same deal, you can look between two different prices, you can look for different percentage change, look for all the stocks, or screen for all the stocks between a certain volume range, so on and so forth. You can also look for different indicators, so you can just click it and it'll select, you'll be able to click hottest and it'll select you'll be able to screen for all the hottest stocks. You can look for all the stocks that have 3 white soldiers, which is a candle pattern. You can look for all the ones that are oversold on the RSI, 24, 6. You can look for all the ones that have a MACD golden cross. And we'll go over all this kind of stuff during our charting classes, like what this stuff all means, bullish engulfing, and all that kind of good stuff. You also have your analyst rating. So if you click that, you can see that's, you can scan for all the strong buys, the holds, underperforming, sell. And you can do a bunch of different of each. So you can pick the price. You can also, you look for all the ones that have a certain price between 0 and 5, which is the penny stocks, that have a RSI oversold and are, the hottest stocks. So you can do more than one. Then just press view results and all those stocks will pop up for you. So these are all the stocks that are in that criteria that you scanned for. So it's kind of like that FinViz video that we went over, but it's a little bit easier, a little bit less options though, because FinViz has more options. But this is also a fun way to look at stocks. And you can play around with different settings as well. I do recommend FinViz though. The nice thing about this though is that you can save your screeners so that they'll pop up for you as the day goes on. So if you back out of that, you just press the back button twice. You go back to the search button that we were at, where you were able to go into screeners. You can also go into calendar or top gainers. Basically, if you click top gainers, it'll show you the top gainers, but we'll go over that in a second. If you click calendar, it will show you all the different types of earnings, all the stocks that have earnings coming up. You can look at dividends or splits. And if you click this little plus button over here, then this screen will pop up and you can select different ones to add to your watch list. And if you click this little calendar button right here, you can choose what day or days, or if they're, if you want to look at the upcoming earnings or dividends or splits, this is how you can choose what to look for. And of course, we'll be going over how to do that in detail in one of our future classes. These are still the beginning classes. I don't want to go into too much too soon. And the same deal with splits. If you were to click that splits button, it'll show you all the different stocks that have a reverse split coming up and at what date. So that'll help you decide, you might not want to get into one based off of that, or you might want to if you're willing to play that kind of game. It depends on you, and we'll go over that in advanced trading classes, how to trade those kind of splits. So now if you back out of all that with the button in the top left screen will be able to press back until you're back to your home screen. We'll be able to see your positions, your watch list. You'll look to the bottom of your screen, and next to watch list, you'll see the word markets, the little globe next to it. So you're gonna click markets, and then this screen should pop up right here. So this is the screen that will pop up for markets, and you'll see, you can look at the United States market, you can look at cryptos, you can look at the global market. This one in particular, since it's the United States, shows the Dow Jones, it shows the S&P, and it shows the NASDAQ and how that's performing, which is nice just to see how the general market's doing. If you scroll down, you can see your top gainers. You can click right here, you can click if you want to look at the top gainers during pre-market, top gainers during after hours, top gainers during 5 minutes, 1 day, 5 days, the top gainers of the month, the top gainers of the 3 months, top gainers of the past 52 weeks, and that's how you look at all these little percent changes is the top gainers, the top percent change, and then what their price is. If you scroll down, you'll be able to see the most active stocks, so the ones with the most volume right here. This will show the volume, your little percent change over here. It'll show you the price as well. And just like the top gainers, you have the top losers, which is the same exact deal, except in the negative. So instead of your top winners, it's your top losers of the day, of the 5 minutes, of the 5 days, of the month, of the 3 months, of the 52 weeks, of the pre-market or after hours. The volume refers to the number of shares traded. The turnover ratio is a measure of sellers versus buyers, which is calculated by dividing the volume by the number of shares available for sale by the general trading public. So a high daily volume and a low float, which is the number of shares available, will usually result in a high turnover ratio. And then the percent range shows the biggest percent changes of the day. So the biggest price percent changes of when, from $1 all the way to $2, and kept going, the percent kept changing up and down. That'll show that. You scroll down from there, you'll see your advancers and decliners, and it'll be distributed right here for you in like a little bar graph. So you'll see all the ones that ran negatively for 0 to 2%, which is a lot of stocks. You'll see the ones that went for -5 to 2%, -10 to 5%, -15 to 10%, and 15+%. So these are all the ones that lost that much. And then you have the winners as well. Same deal, the 0 to 2%, 2 to 5, 5 to 10. These ones ran 10 to 15%. These just went up over 15%. And then you have the ones that didn't really do any change at all. And then you can see if there's more decliners in the market than advancers or vice versa. You also have your net inflow for your New York Stock Exchange and your NASDAQ. Net inflow is the money flowing into, in this case, the New York Stock Exchange and the NASDAQ. You then scroll down, you'll see the hot ETFs, so the popular ETFs, the ones that are doing well, and we went over some of that stuff earlier. The exchange traded funds, that was in our last class, which was yesterday. And it'll show you, under the ones in the Dow Jones, the S&P, the NASDAQ. This will show you in general which ones are performing well. You can also click View All. And after clicking that View All button, you'll see all the different ETFs for the industries as far as the different categories go, or for the market. You can click any of these to get a list of all the different ETFs in these different industries or markets. So if you click NASDAQ, you'll see the ETFs in the NASDAQ, which were some of them we went over yesterday in really short detail, like the SQQQ or the QQQ or the TQQQ. So these are the ETFs that go up when the NASDAQ goes up, or the SQQQ is the one that goes down when the NASDAQ goes down. So you see it says short next to it. Anything that says short usually means that it goes up when the NASDAQ goes up, and these other ones usually, like it says pro next to it, usually goes down when the market goes down or the NASDAQ goes down. And the same deal with these best performing industries. You have your different industries like water utilities, healthcare providing services. In the same deal, you can click on any of these and it'll show you a list of the different stocks in those different categories, and it just shows you the ones that are performing very well. So you can scroll all the way back up to the top, and you can see how it says United States, Crypto Global. You can click these 3 lines right here, and this screen will pop up, and you can basically choose, which markets you want to look at. But I usually just look at the, United States, which is the NASDAQ, New York Stock Exchange, and all that, the S&P 500. I like to look at that. You can look at cryptos if you like. You can look at global if you like. If you click crypto, this will just show you all the different crypto currencies. You got your Bitcoin right up there, and all your other ones. No Dogecoin going on here. Same deal. If you click global, you can see all the different global markets around the globe. Then you can select those and look at those if you want. So if you go from markets to explore, you can click explore right here. And this is a cool little feature. It'll show you some of the lists that you can explore. So it'll show you different categories like oil, gas, and drilling. You can look at gaming. You can look at renewable energy. You can look at e-commerce. You can look at environmental, security, so on and so forth. And if you click view all, well then you can look at all of them. Oil, gas, gym, fitness, and spa centers. And if you click, let's say, oil and gas, it'll bring you to this page, which will show you a description of the list that you decided to pick. So for oil and gas, it says rising energy prices and geopolitical instability could force more nations to explore for oil and gas. Follow this list to track the stocks and companies that focus on drilling for oil and gas. It's the same deal for all the other ones. You can look at the companies that focus on gaming, that focus on renewable energy, and it'll also show you how most of these stocks are doing as a whole. It'll tell you how many stocks there are, and it'll show you all these different stocks. So if you want to know, what some of the popular oil and gas stocks are, you can go into this little explore area and find them. So this is the one for internet and gaming. And if you press follow, what that will do, it will add it to your watch list. So I press follow for internet gaming, and now it's under my following list, right here next to my other watch list that I made. So if you get out of there, you can scroll down, which is right below your Explore list. You'll scroll down, you'll see some high dividend stocks. I'll show you the dividend yield and the dividend. And on Wednesdays, we will go over some dividend trading, just like we did the other day. We did whenever ETFs trading. We'll do dividend trading one of these classes. You also have your IPO center. IPO is an initial public offering, which is the process by which a company can go public. So this will show you the companies that are either currently going public at a certain date, so you can order them, and it shows you the price that they're going public at. So you can order them early. You can go to filed, which will show you the IPOs that are already filed, or the ones that are listed and pending for IPO. You can scroll down, you'll see earnings surprises, which are, the different earnings came out and they surprised by, either they were higher or lower than expected, and it'll show you how it affected the price. You also can see the calendar here of the different earnings dates, the different dividends, different reverse splits. And then you can scroll down some more. You'll see your screener that we went over before. This will just be an easy way to look at the screeners. You then have your 52-week high and low. So these will show you all the ones that are hitting a new high. You can see the ones that are near a new high. You can see the ones that are at a new low and the ones that are near a new low. You got your hot stocks on Webull. So this is the ones that have high popularity in the Webull comment section, the Webull community in general. And I'll show you the price by them. So now, you saw the watch list. So if you go to your bottom of your screen, if you look at it, you'll see your watch list section, your market section, which we were just under. Then next to it's a little circle. We'll go over that in a second. But on the right of that, you'll see a community button. So if you click community, it'll bring you to this screen. And it'll show you different streams and competitions and watch lists by the different communities in Webull. You can also look at the top news, which is a good thing to look at as well. So this will just show you some of the top news going on in the Webull community, or just in stocks in general. So then you can go next to the community so you go back to the bottom of your screen. If you're looking at it, you'll see, once again, watch lists, market, that circle, and then you'll see community, and next to it's your menu. On the bottom right of your screen, you're going to see the word menu. If you click that, it'll bring you to your menu section. So you'll see your username, your messages, your help center, your settings. You can also go and click on, so if you click on settings, it'll bring you to this screen right here. So you can do your account security. You can also switch your account. So this is a big thing. For your accounts, you can have more than one Webull account. You can have a cash account and a margin account. You don't have to choose. And during one of our classes, we're going to go over all the different pros and cons of having a margin account and having a cash account, and how the cash account works and how the margin account works, and that will be going over in full detail in one of our classes. You can also look at some general stuff, such as language, font size, that kind of good stuff. You can look at your theme, which would be your night mode or day mode. Night mode is just a black screen, and day mode is a white screen, so that's really up to you. Here's an example of what the general tab looks like. So you have your language, your font size. You can select your home page. It can either be your watch list, it can be your stocks. As you see right here, it can be either your watch list or your trade page as far as select your home page goes. So if you back out of settings, which is right here, you can also go to, you can look at your free stocks, which you can get. You can scroll on this page right here, the promotion center. You can you can do options tradings. There's a option to get into options right in this page. If you just scroll to the right a little bit, those are very risky. So that's up to you if you want to decide to do that. You can also click the My Alerts page. It'll bring you here, which is basically a feed of all the different alerts that you set, which we will show you in a second. You can also go to alerts. So you click that on the right here, the alerts button right here. You can add different alerts. And I'll show you how to add an alert on Webull in a little bit. But first, if you click this button right here, which is this one right there, you can choose whether you want to do your custom alerts or your automatic alerts, which will automatically update you for sharp price changes, corporate actions, dividends, earnings, and more for the stocks that you follow. So with the automatic alerts, you can decide if you want to do price movement, corporate actions, dividends, earning releases. So for example, if you click price movements, you'll get alerted when the stock price moves sharply. Depending on what you select, you can do when a price moves 5%, a price moves 10%, or if it hits a new high or hits a new low. This will automatically alert you for all the ones you're following, either for the ones that you're in, or the ones you're in and the ones you're watching. So this is a nice little feature. So like let's say you have on your watch list like 10 different stocks, and you have, let's say you want to see the ones, like every time that one hits a new low or a new high, you can have this selected, and all the stocks that you own and all the stocks that are in your watch list will alert you. If you were to pick corporate actions, you can look at you can get alerted for corporate actions, including stock split, reverse splits, and other corporate actions except for dividends. That's ones that are, about to be announced, ones that are about to happen. And you can either get it pushed on your phone, you can get email, and once again, you can choose the ones that are either you're in or the ones you're also watching as well. So if you back out of that, you're back here again. You could, like I said, you could scroll to the right and you'll see the options trading. That's where you can get into options trading as well. You can also look at all of your posts and all of the things that you favorite. You can also click calendar. This will bring up your calendar here. And if you click this button right here, right at the top right, you'll be able to select different options here. So like you'll be able to select ones with economic data, earnings, ex-dividend, IPOs, and you can do by the region. You could do United States is usually what I do, and that will show you on your calendar all the different stocks that have, either earnings or whatever you decided to choose in that section right up here. So, and you can do it for today, you can do it for tomorrow, this week, next week, and so forth. So now if you go to down to the bottom again, if you just look to the bottom, so you see menu, you see community, to the left of that, you see that circle. That's going to be the thing you click right in the middle of your screen, or in the middle of the bottom of your screen, in between markets and community, and this will pop up. This will show you, basically, it shows you your account balance, it shows you how you're doing, it shows you how you've been doing for the past 5 days, for the past month, for the past 3 months. It will show you your market value and your cash balance, as well as your risk level. Risk level will usually determine on how many day trades you have left, among some other things. This will show you how many day trades you have left. So this means I have 2 day trades for today. I'll have 2 day trades tomorrow, and then on the next day I'll be able to go back to 3-day trades if I don't do any more day trades. So this is just showing you how many day trades left in the next 5 days. So I'll have 2 left for the next 2 days, and I have 3, and then after that I'll have 3 left, unless I start using some of them. It'll also show you your market value. So this tells you how much money you have currently invested in stocks, your cash balance, which is how much money you have basically out of your total amount that is not invested in stocks. So out of this total amount, I have 638 in stocks. I have 800 in cash is what they call it. So I like 800 on hand, which I can use for different trades. You have your day trading buy power, which is the amount of money you're allowed to use for day trades, and your overnight buying power, which is just the amount of money you're allowed to use just in general. If you scroll down, you'll see your positions. Right now I'm only in 3. I'm playing it kind of safe. I've also been kind of busy during the trading days, just getting stuff done, so I haven't been doing too much trading. So you have your ticker, and then you have the company name. It'll show you how many shares of that company you have, and it'll show you the total amount of market value you have. So my 4 shares are each so each share is going to be listed right here. So it's going to be $12.43 is where I'm sorry, let me restart. So you have right here, you have your is the last price. So this is right now it's priced at $12.43. This is where you bought it at, which is $11.63. So I bought it at $11. It's now $12. So I made $3 so far, which is a 6% change. So now I have 4 shares. So my 4 shares, if I was to sell it right now, it's at $12.43. So if I sold my 4 shares for $12.43 each, I would have $49.72, which is $3 more than I started out with. So for instance, for EVFM, I have 102 shares. Right now it's at $2.96. I bought it at $2.99. So I'm down $3.88. So if I was to sell all 100 shares at the current price of $2.96, I would have $301 in my account once it settles, which is $4 less than I bought it for. So you got your ticker, you got your what the actual company's name is, you have the amount of shares that you have, the total amount of money that your shares are worth combined, you have the current price, you have the price that your average is at, you have the amount that you're up, and the percentage you're up. That's how that works. So if you go into your watch list and you click a stock, this will pop up. It will show you the ticker. It will show you the ticker name. The company name. It will let you add it to your watch list up here. Click that. It'll show you how it's doing in after hours. I know it's kind of small and hard to see. Then it'll show you the chart and whatever else you decide to use as far as your indicators go. And on our Tuesday charting class, since we did the basics last Tuesday, this Tuesday I'm going to go over how to set all of your different charts. So how to what to set, not exactly what to set, but what I set my moving average at, what I set my RSI at. And you can play around with that as well, but I'm just going to show you what I like to do and what I like to use for swing trades and day trades. But that's for Tuesday. We'll also go over the time and sales and how this is all works. We'll go over that in detail in one of our Tuesday classes as well. So if you click up here, this button right here, this screen will pop down. So what you can do is you can draw different trend lines, which is something we'll also be going over later on in our classes. You can select all the different indicators that you want to use, and this is other stuff we'll go over later as well. So if you select indicators, this will pop up, and you can choose which indicators you want to use. If you click this button right here, you can edit the indicators. So if I was to click right here for moving average, this will pop up and it'll let you edit what moving averages you want to use. So I'm using my 10-day, my 50-day, and my 180-day moving average, and I'm selecting the colors I want them to be. And you can also, this is your top indicators, you can also move them around and all that good stuff using these 3 lines just to move it up or move it down. You also have your time frames. You can look at the 1-minute chart, or if you click this button right here, what will happen is a little drop down screen will come down. You can select 2-minute chart, 3-minute chart, 5-minute, 10-minute, 15-minute, 30-minute, 1 hour, 2 hours, or a 4-hour chart. What that means is that all these candles right now, it's under 1 minute. So these candles all represent 1 minute worth of trading. So this is where it closed and opened, or opened and closed in a 1 minute time period. If I select the 5 minutes, each candle will represent 5 minutes worth of trading. 1 hour, each candle will be 1 hour. So if this was a 1 hour chart, then this started off here for that hour, and at the end of the hour, it ended off there. Same deal with the daily, weekly, monthly. Each candle then is going to be based off of what you select. So each candle would be 1 week, each candle could be 1 month, depending on what you select. If you just click the price with your finger, this drop-down screen will come up. You can see the volume, current volume compared to the average volume. You can see where the price was during the day. You can see what the 52-week range is. You can see the market cap, the percent turnover, percent range, and all this other good stuff that we will go over in detail later at a later class. So you also have your news, your comments, your analysis, and your press releases, as well as your your financials is next to that, as well as the profile. So if you click news, it'll show you all the different news that came out. If you click comments, it'll show you all the comments regarding that stock. You click analysis, you can see the position's cost distribution. And so basically the position's cost distribution, I cannot talk right now. The position's cost distribution shows you where the different people were buying or selling during the day. And we'll go over all this in a later video, or hopefully I'll be able to actually pronounce everything. You can scroll down and see the short interest right here, which is something we'll also be going over later on. So next to analysis, you got your press release. And the press releases just show just that, all the different press releases that happen for just in general. You can do financials, you can do insiders, press releases, and we'll go over how that works in one of our later videos. You got your financials. Financials will show you your return on investment, your return on equity, and all the other good stuff. I'm sorry, return on equity, your net margin, your debt to asset, and all the other great stuff as well, which we will be going over later in another video, just going over financials in general. You click profile. This is a good one because it'll show you what the company is all about, what it does. Like for instance, this one provides super computing solutions through proprietary high performance computing. And so basically just shows you what the company does. So you know what industry it's in and how the industry is doing as a whole. And then at the bottom of the screen right here, you'll see the alert button. So if you click alerts or alert, then you can create an alert for the stock. So you can decide to get alerted when this particular stock goes up above a certain price or goes below a certain price or moves up a certain percentage or down a certain percentage. You can choose when you want it to repeat that alert for you. You can put some notes for the alert. You can do volume alerts, you can do news alerts, you can do price movements alerts. It's definitely worth checking out. And finally, a nice thing that I like to do is I press more, which is down here, and a bunch of little options will come up. You'll see share, chart settings, dual charts, replay, all that stuff that we will go over. But the first one is notes. So if you click notes, you'll be able to write any kind of notes on the certain stock, so that every time you pull up the stock, you'll have those notes right there on your Webull app. So what I do is I just click more, I'll click notes, and I'll write down the stocks entry alert from the premium alerts. I'll write down the stocks targets from the premium alerts and any other kind of notes about the stock, just so I have it all in one place. So, all right, I know that was a lot. Sorry if I went in too much detail. We will be going in more detail on some other things going forward. These first couple classes, I just want to do like the basics of just whatever the topic was in general. So I know that these classes were really long, and that's because there's a lot to go over. But for going forward, I'm going to be doing, like, let's say, I did like charting. Let's just say I went over all the different types of indicators. For the next couple classes, I'll do a charting class on just moving average and maybe MACD. or just RSI, or just swing settings, or just day trade settings. I won't be going over everything in detail, so they won't be as long. It'll be more condensed and more specific and more detailed. So hopefully that'll help. Hope I didn't bore you with all that. I know it was a lot that I went over. If you have any questions, if you're in the new members program, you can ask me in the trading chat. I cannot talk today. The trading class chat. And if you are a free Discord user of the Penny Boys Discord, you can DM me. We are going to be doing some great stuff going forward just for Penny Boys in general, including the free Discord, including the new members program. So definitely stay tuned. I also have some of my computer parts sitting over there, so I'm going to get working on getting this new computer going. So I'll have a new webcam and all that good stuff. I'll be having maybe like a backdrop or something cool going on. You'll see a little logo maybe in the top left corner, and all the other good stuff. It'll be looking a lot more crisp, a lot better. These videos will be more informative, and I'm actually going to be doing some new features for the video as well. I'm not going to give them away yet, but you'll see in the future what I'm talking about in the near future. So definitely a lot is coming your way if you're in the Penny Boys community. If you're not, you can join us. It's going to be at Discord, and that's going to be discord.gg/btpenny. You can join us at our Facebook, which is facebook.com/groups/btpenny. We had a lot of great runners today as far as our alerts go for profit. A lot of 100% runners today, actually. Unfortunately, I was working on the video and the site, so I wasn't able to get in on any of them, but I know a lot of people who did. So congratulations to anyone who made some great profits. And if you didn't, then definitely keep watching these videos. Keep hanging out in the new members program chats and asking as many questions as you want. You can even message me if you're nervous about what your question might be. Although no one will give you a hard time in the new members program, I make sure that it's a judgment-free zone where you can ask whatever you want, wherever you want. Well, not anywhere, I guess. It has to be in the new members program, but you get the gist. It's a judgment-free zone for new traders, and if you don't ask, then you're never gonna know what the answer is. So feel free to ask any question. I know that usually these streams go live at 8:30 p.m. You're probably wondering where the duck is this stream. Well, I am doing it a little bit late today. It's going to be at 10:15. I'm in 10:15 EST. I'm way off. Not even 9:15. It's 10:15. So it's going to be at 10:15 EST, which is Eastern Time Zone. The reason why it's late is because I was in a meeting with some of the Penny Boys top dogs, or whatever you want to call them, with Austin and some of the other big members of the Penny Boys community that are really, really, really looking forward to getting some new features going on here. So I know it's late, but it's definitely going to be worth it, especially if you're part of our community. We have some really good stuff coming your way and coming just to the new members program, and as well as just the Discord in general. So I know there's no homework the past couple days. I'm going to be doing a big post for homework for tonight and tomorrow's class. And I'm going to be getting out tickets for those, as well as the charting class. I'm going to be adding some more charts, like some actual charts, and saying where's the resistance based off of this, or the support based off of that. So it's going to be a big old homework worth a lot of tickets. And I'm also going to be posting a test, or like a quiz, depending on how you want to look at it. And I'll be grading them. And the top grade, if it's 100%, might get a discount. If not, then the top grade will get a couple raffle tickets for sure. And I got some new features coming for this class. Like I was saying before, it's going to be really, really cool. Really, really great. And since I was doing the video right now, I still want to give out some tickets. I know that we didn't have the homework, so basically I said you all have 3 minutes to post your funniest memes, 3 raffle tickets for the memes. So let's see what we got. So we got the Crusader. When you first realized that wasn't the market bottom. That's a good one. Bremac. I like my mornings to be slow and quiet. I want the day to romance me before it tries to fuck me. If you're in Expa today, or just in general this week, or last week, or this whole month, then you know how this feels. When Peach keeps ending up at Bowser's Crash twice a week somehow. Okay. Dead, alive, dead. Where are your mask people? COVID-19 second wave, Americans. That's a good one. FBI hires top-rated Italian bodyguard. Oh, jeez. Got some political memes going on here. Not today, coronavirus. Doing some Biden sea lines with a $20 bill because, that's how the penny boys do. We use the Benjamins, but hey, made it. I missed the whole class. No, you're good, Pookie's Revenge. You made it. I don't know how to count time, apparently. I don't know how time works. So class is 10:15, not 9:15. Wow, there's a lot of memes. Okay, so now Pookie's Revenge, you're good. You got another one. What do you do for work, Joe? I happen to run a nonprofit. Oh my gosh, how sweet you are. Oh God. It's a firm with quarterly profits going down, nonprofit. That's a good one. I think Crusader might so far be winning. Yes, you can hand the homework in tomorrow. Tesla. That's funny because people keep buying. People weren't buying Tesla when it went down in 200s. Now they're like, hey, I'll buy it now in the 2000. That's good. Crusader's killing it. Lex, you will never be as fabulous. I get it. The whole duck gimmick. I like it. I like it. Oof, just saw the timestamps. No, you're good, Pookie. I just don't know how to do time apparently. When the stock market's closed and when the weekend. I like that. Nope. Imagine surviving COVID-19 and China releases COVID-19. S Plus Pro. Who is that? Crusader. Crusader's definitely winning this one unless something really, really funny pops up next. How to get ticks. To coronavirus. You destroy my birthday. You are the F word. This is for me, I would say to Isaiah, CEO. Your BS news totally destroyed my stock portfolio. You are the F word. But hey, that's just me. I can't read that. Do you something, 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 something? With a pair of scissors. Oh, do you? I don't even know what it says. I'm sorry. You already had some great ones, though, so you're good, Crusader. My crazy ass girlfriend, me knowing she just eats food. If life were a box of chocolates, you'd be shitty coconut cream. Me blacked out at 3 a.m. pointing to what I want on Denny's menu because I can't speak. One drink and we go home. Hey, well, Pirates of the Caribbean meme going on. Blame the time zones. That's what it was. Laughing at Corona memes, like. That's good. All right, Crusader, you got those 3 raffle tickets. I'm gonna post that in the raffle right now. 3 raffle tickets for the Crusader for funny meme. Boom. Remember that Penny Boys raffle? We made it nice and easy for y'all. All you have to do to enter is post on our social media or any stock platform about Penny Boys. It can be Penny Boys Facebook. It can be any stock trading group, but don't do it for ones that do alerts. We don't want to be, those guys who advertise on other alert services. But if you own like a stock trading group or whatever, someone that lets us do it. But I know that the Robinhood stock trading group is down with that. Webull comment section, StockWoods, your personal Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, etc., or our free Discord chat. The reason we do this is so that we can grow as a community and we can just grow as, grow the staff, grow the community, just grow in general so we can offer more and we can just do more for all of y'all, all of you. So, congratulations, Crusader. You got those meme points. That was awesome. Those are some really good memes, by the way. I'm actually going to post one that I like. This is one of my favorite memes I saw recently. It's me blacked out coming back into the bar. My friend who just put me in an Uber. And for those that aren't in the Penny Boys community and not following Austin and Lee's premium alerts, this could be you. So make sure that you join us. Make sure that you get in on the amazing alerts, the awesome new members program, the stock group in general, and our classes, our trading classes, and all the other features that we got going on and coming up soon. You can check it out at the discord.gg/btpenny. You can check us out on our Facebook, which is facebook.com/group/btpenny. And I hope to see you guys soon, either in the premium alert new members program or even the free alerts. I'll be hopping in there every so often as well to see how everyone's doing, because we do want every trader, everyone just in general, to be making some money. We don't like people losing money because we know how that feels. So definitely we'll see you there. You can join me there, the Duck Man, so you can make some bread.